What?
Fam.
Lara versus Wood.
It's-
Travis, talk to me. Yeah.
I mean, look, man, I got a lot of slack for saying what I said on Monday Night Smoke.
You
right?
deserve slack. Again, for people that don't know, Travis alluded to...
I said very directly that stoppage was crazy.
Well, Travis said directly the stoppage was bad. And
I'm sorry,
a lot of
man.
people on Monday Night Smoke disagreed. Again, for me, let me quickly state where I am. I think it was a good stoppage. I think, like, while I don't really like Ben Davison, I don't know, I'm not too sure about him as a trainer. I just still think that kind of the ferocity that he was hit with bumps his head, as well as going down. You say to yourself, well, there's no more fight in you, mate. We got to call this one off. Travis, you've seen things for you to feel differently.
I'm sorry, man. I just can't see it another way. And I know I should factor in that Lee Wood said it was the right thing. All these fighters have said it's the right thing, but I just feel like, and clearly, like, I'm no fighter in this mix, in this type of conversations. Yeah, I'm saying, like, that level of fighting it is what it is. So take my conversation as my perspective alone. I believe that should not have been stopped there. Like, let's just really put these things down. It's not like we're dealing with a fighter that's never been flawed. And I understand Mick Conlan is not the puncher that Lara is, right? But you have been down in crisis moments in boxing before. Yeah? You have experienced a crisis situation. You've come through it, and you've pulled off one of the most classic performances literally just last year. Your last bout, that's what you showed us who you are. Now, everyone keeps saying, no one knows him. Ben knows his fight. Ben knows his fight. Yeah, cool. He does. And we're going to give that relationship that respect. But at the same time, we saw what we saw. We know what's in you. Whether or not that's going to stand up against this guy, we will never know now. But according to going into this fight, what are you up against? We're up against a very dangerous opponent. Okay, cool. So we're going to prepare for a dangerous opponent. All right, cool. You could get hurt in there with this dangerous opponent. Yep, that's we signed up for. We know the risks. Fantastic. So this is the game plan we're going to go with for 95% of that fight.
The game plan
not 95%, because there were still some sketchy moments. Let's say 80% of the fight. This was going perfect. First crisis moment, we're out of there. I'm sorry. That doesn't feel, and I'm the world champ. It doesn't feel like, remember, look at, say, and I'm not trying to compare because the situations are different, but they're very similar. Anthony Beterbiev. He's in there with Beterbiev. He's doing well, right? Yes, he was up on the cards. Some people feel differently about the scoring of that fight, but he was absolutely in there competing with this very dangerous opponent. Okay, he took some shots throughout the fight. Wood took some shots from Lara throughout the fight. He still had himself intact. He went down. You could say, let's wrap it up. Fair enough. The knockdown went similar. He's not like he went down as hard. He goes down. He gets up. You get a look at him to see how he's going to recover, or if it's going to be a thing where he starts to get teed off and he starts to look like he's in trouble. He pulls him out after having a look. All I'm saying is you could have given this thing a look.
But then, do you know what? And now I'm glad that you used the Anthony Yard scenario, because I was saying that the difference is when we watched that fight, quickly we wanted it to end because we remembered with the connection that we have to the fighter, and we're like, we don't want you in any trouble, this, that, and the other. Now,
I wasn't going crazy on the stoppage, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying now, even if we look back now, was like, because in the time I was like, damn, bad stoppage, because I thought to myself, well, a couple seconds left, he should get to have those seconds, and he's got a whole minute to regather, and then we can have a real good look. You know, sometimes when they hold him and then you come back and you see what it looks like, he didn't get that time, which was, I thought, oh man. But then when you look at how he went down, you just like, he went down like potatoes, bro. It's crazy. Like, he wasn't in control. Even in the post-match, he still didn't look like he was talking. He felt like he didn't have, he knew exactly where he was. So I said, there's no point. Like, yeah, he's upset with his, naturally, you saw Yard when it got stopped early. He was like, why'd you do that? That was his first thing. He was, why? But then these trainers have to know why. I think the worst part was, the only thing that it leaves me saying, that's not good, is the fact that Ben Davison, I don't think he was aware. Someone said that they saw something of him
Base.
finding out. Yeah, Base said that, look, there was 6 seconds to go and he wasn't aware. And, maybe it was just inexperience, him being in the corner and being so into the moment.
To panic.
He panicked as well. You know what I mean? And Lara can bring the panic out in anyone, but as a trainer, you got to be the coolest. You got to be the coolest guy there.
And my thing is, and like, I understand that. Oh, I just didn't have my eye on the time at that moment. Fine, but it's your job to know what's going on in order to make that type of call. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You had 10 seconds to find out as well. So when he's there getting counted, he's there doing all of that. You can know where we are in this round for this to make sense.
We had it in NBA though, where someone was it Cleveland? Was it a LeBron game? And he didn't know how long he had. And
J.R. Smith, that was outrageous. Straight after that, LeBron traded himself to LA. He said, "I'm done."
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, again, there's a sporting moment and stuff like that can get the better of you, and you just lose it. Like you have a moment of like, I don't want to call it a brain fart or something dumb, but J.R. Smith would naturally do that, even as much as we know that that's not his thing. And I know Ben Davison, for what I've seen him, he's very calm and collected. He's very cool. So for him to he was in the corner for the Tyson Fury stuff, and he's a calm guy.
Bro, first Tyson Fury fight, why didn't you put it then? This guy took the biggest shot for one of the biggest punches in the heavyweight division. Bam, bam, down like a door frame. Like, you didn't react then. So for me, I'm like, what are you basing your decision on then? That it says to me, the decision was based on panic.
Yeah, okay. I hear that. That's enough. I walked into that one. I didn't even know that. Them ones when you walk from someone, you're like, oh, that's a good point. Still,
that's what I'm saying. So what did you see in the Tyson Fury knockdown, right, to lead you to believe that this thing was going to be blessed? That you saw in him, that you say, oh no, get him out of there. No chance for 6 seconds. 6 seconds, no chance. I'm sorry. What I'm saying is, like, let's go back. Like, I understand that we're more civilized and we're more informed on certain things as regards to fighters' health, right? Boxing is dangerous. It's not ever going to be any less dangerous unless these men now put balloons on their gloves with absolute comfort padding, so it actually feels like a little bit of a massage tickle when you get punched. It's not going to happen. Yeah, it's going to be a dangerous sport. So to take that, like, we're not going to prepare for any adversity. Anytime adversity we're going to get, we're never going to have another classic ever again. Then. Like,
I think you have a fair point. As soon as he bought the Wilder one, I said, "Oh wow!" Like,
how does that change history? Fury's out of he loses to Wilder in his comeback fight. Now he's got to fight someone else. He talks to AJ Verd. Everything shapes and feels differently. All I'm saying is, there's times when we got to let these, like, we're not going to get the classic. We're not going to have warriors in this era. The minute man gets hurt, let's get him out. Save for another day.
Warriors, I think.
How do you get a warrior if a man goes down and because it looks like what could happen, get him out of there?
It's mad because when Nigel,
as the world champ,
when Nigel Benn falls through the ropes,
that gets stopped. That gets stopped. It's out. No, sorry, Nigel, you've had enough. No day in history for you. All I'm saying is we close the door on all the possibility of these moments. Now, I'm not saying every man has to be like, out on his legs and take mad shots, but there's a level. This is the level that you're at. David Haye, when he went to fight, I believe it was Mormek, he was saying, bro, the guy was telling me man was doing somersaults and then getting up and sparring, feeling dizzy because he knew the possibility of getting knocked down by this guy because he's a big puncher. Man's doing somersaults, rolling around, making sure his headspace is crazy, getting up and trying to operate to prepare for the fact that this thing is going to get mad at some point.
Swear.
Bro, do you understand what I'm saying? Man goes, he takes a massive shot in there. He's wobbled. The guy's coming into potentially throws himself down. Looks at the corner. He's like, yeah, no, I'm fine. Guess, like, what I'm saying, I'm not using this to try and say David Haye's great, but I'm saying that's the level that we're at, man. You were going into that Lara fight knowing the guy's a big puncher. Don't tell me the first moment that this thing is a crisis moment, we're out of there. No, we're out. I'm sorry, man. I just think we got to, yes, the safety is, but if you were that safety conscious, boxing would not be something you did.
Yeah, okay, I hear the argument. Again, I want to say
they want this thing outlawed, bro. Any medical person who speaks boxing, they want this thing done. Like, the humans are not this. So what I'm saying is, Even you can't be all the way that side and pretend to be this person because it's like I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say? Somebody in the comments is gonna get my point. Yeah.
I know what you're trying to say, but they're gonna flame you in the comments anyway.
Flames me, man.
Someone's not gonna see. Someone's not gonna see.
I'm built for this.
Yeah. Absolutely. I love that. But real talk though, Lee Wood and Lara, it was a great fight. It was
fantastic
fight. I enjoyed it. It's kind of. I predicted the 8th round. I was shocked by how it was looking. Again, you were saying that Lara can be beaten.
He's beatable, man.
While he's beatable, he's ferocious. While he is beatable, he's ferocious. And he does have that in his, and he can box. So yes, he's done it's that like that gazelle punch, I like to call it, jumping in, double jab, and then he gets busy, gets to work. Lee Wood had the answers for it. So it was hard for him to really get cooking, but man's creates angles and stuff, overhand, game over. That's all that's all she wrote. And with a fighter like that, I can't wait for Warrington. Imagine being in a situation when he's ringside, and as soon as he goes down, he runs head under the rope. On that one, spit.
It's I hate you so much. It's like even in my finest hour, you're on my first thing on my mind is you
won the title, and you like it. Warrington, people talk about rent free. Warrington's the landlord in Lara's mind right now, 100%. And he's saying right now we're taking squatters' rights. We're taking over.
We're moved in.
We are moved in, and I promise you right now, you will never be able to. As a landlord, you're never entering this house again. I'm telling you,
rights. That's so funny.
Rights. That's how he's looking at Warren. He said, "Yo, you taking up too much, and them headbutts, headbutt me again."
You know who Lara reminds me of?
Who?
Marcos Maidana. He's that type of opponent where he's strong. If you start to let this guy put 2 and 3, it's over.
Yeah.
And like, because I see that in him, I'm like, no, but Maidana was still beatable.
Yeah.
As great as he is at the things he does, he was beatable. That's why I look at Lara and I'm like, an educated boxer, like a real high IQ guy can beat this person.
Do you think Warren's that man?
No, at all. No.
All right. Well, listen. We're going to have to keep it moving. But you lot, let us know what you think in the comments. Lara versus Warrington right now. Again, on what Travis was saying earlier about the stoppage and that. Just let us know your thoughts and stuff. We're going to keep it moving. Let's do another one. Yo, people. Thanks for watching the Undefeated podcast. Make sure you
like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and all that good stuff, man. This is the place to be.